Good morning to everyone. I am Sujata, DL in Physics from TTWRDC Mulugu. As a part of online lecture, today I am going to explain about photoelectric effect. First we know about meaning of photoelectric effect. In the word photo means we are generally use the term photo. Photo means light. Electric means electric current. Here photoelectric effect means light is converted to electrical energy. That phenomenon is called as photoelectric effect. This is the general meaning of photoelectric effect. Here electrical energy is produced by using the light. So that phenomenon is called as photoelectric effect. Now, so we will discuss about definition of photoelectric effect. So definition of photoelectric effect means the emission of electrons takes place from a metal surface when illuminated by a required frequency of the light. That means, so when light is, which light has a required frequency of the light is incident on a metal plate. So then by absorbing that light energy, that metal plate is emit the electrons. That phenomenon is called as photoelectric effect. So look at this diagram. So in this diagram here, so this is electric, this is light energy. So the light is incident on this metal plate. Light is incident on this metal plate. This is the metal plate. So when observing this light energy, then the electrons are ejected throughout this metal surface. Means here the light energy is okay for photoelectric effect. We should need the required frequency. We should need the required frequency of the light. That means the photoelectric effect is possible only the light has required frequencies need. Means, so it cannot be possible all range of frequency of light is incident on the metal because of so when, so for example, if the light has range is visible light, so the metal plate is should be that is alkali metal plates. That means, so when light is visible light is incident on alkali metal plates, so then only it is emits the electrons. Okay, if we are using the light UV rays, okay, it is used to any metal it can be emits the electrons. Means, so for photoelectric effect, so the light should have frequency, required frequency is need. Required frequency of the light is incident on this metal plate. Required frequency of the light is incident on metal plate. Then, so by observing this energy of the light, so it is emits the electrons. Okay, from the surface of this metal. Okay, so here whatever emitted electrons means electrons are emitted. Here electrons are emitted means these are electrons are emitted electrons. Nothing but flow of electrons is nothing but current. Flow of electrons is nothing but current. Here by using the light energy we produce the electric current. So this phenomenon is called as photoelectric. Effect. Now here this incident whatever the light incident on the metal plate is called as photon in the form of photon. That means light is incident on the metal, so which is by the particle, okay, which is in the form of photon. Each photon has energy is h nu. So by the light is incident on the metal plate, so it is observed, this metal plate is observed the energy, okay, that is h nu energy. Each photon is which is gives the energy to this metal. So these innermost electrons are come to outside. So that then okay, it is emitted outside. Then it is emitted outside. So whatever the light is, okay, whatever the emitted, whatever these emitted, these emitted electrons are called as photoelectrons. Why? Because of these electrons are produced by using the light only. So that's why it is called as photoelectrons. Okay, so this process is called as photoelectric effect. Photoelectric effect means when light is required frequency of light is incident on a metal plate, then okay, then that metal plate is emits the electron from its surface. So whatever the emitted electrons, that electrons are called as, photoelectrons. Okay, this phenomenon is called as photoelectric effect. Now, experimental arrangement of photoelectric effect. Now, so we will discuss about how a metal plate emits the electrons, okay, it can be observed by using the experimental method. Okay, so this is the experimental arrangement. In this experimental arrangement, so this tube is called, okay, quartz tube, that is evacuated quartz tube. So and this one is in this evacuated quartz tube, it contains the two plates. One is it is act as cathode. So this is act as anode. So this cathode plate is connected to resistor, and end of this resistor is connected to negative terminal. Here this anode plate is connected to the ammeter, and end of the ammeter is connected to the positive terminal. Okay, here this ammeter is used to, here this ammeter is used to how much of current is passes, okay, flowing through this circuit. Now here it contain a quartz this tube is contain a window. By this window it is possible to so incident the light on this metal plate, so this is the and this is, okay, by this window, so the light energy is incident by this window, the light energy incident on this metal plate. So then according to photoelectric effect, this metal plate emits the electron from this surface. So whatever these electrons are emitted from this metal plate, so this is absorbed by this, okay, whatever the emitted electrons are, so which is these are the electrons, so which is absorbed by this anode plate. This because of this is the positive terminal, these are the electrons. So these electrons are absorbed by these, okay, attracted by this positive terminal, and so this positive terminal, then the photoelectrons are passes through this circuit, and here this ammeter is noted how much of current is passes, how much of photo current is passes through this circuit. And here we are using the voltmeter. So here that is called as voltmeter. So by using the voltmeter we can apply, so we can apply the positive potential. Positive potential. So what is mean by positive potential? Positive potential means here this is the negative terminal. This is the negative terminal. This negative terminal is connected to the negative battery. Connected to the negative battery. Then okay, whatever here emitted electrons also, these are the electrons. These electrons are repelled by this plate. Repelled by this plate because of this is the negative plate. So that's why it is the repelled. Okay, here the electrons are attracted by this anode. So here we are applying the potential is okay. It is possible to passes the current through this. That's why so we are applying this positive potential. This is called as positive potential. That means so if we are increasing this positive potential, so then the flow of electrons also increases. Flow of electrons also increases. Next characteristics of photoelectric effect. Characteristics of photoelectric effect. Okay, so characteristics means it is a what are the properties of this photoelectric effect? So first point is it is a instantaneous process. It is a instantaneous process means it is a quick process. Quick process means so when light is incident on the metal plate, so immediately within the fraction of seconds it is eject the electrons through that metal. Okay, so that means it is a quick process. Next, second characteristic is effect of intensity of incident light and photoelectric effect. That means how the intensity of the light is affects on the photocurrent means. Okay, so we will go to this backward. Now second, what is the second characteristic? Second characteristic is intensity of incident light. Intensity of incident light, how it is depends on the photoelectric effect. Now, so what is meant by intensity? What is meant by intensity? Intensity means number of incident photons. Number of incident photons. That means here number of incident photons means here the light is incident on this metal plate. Okay, so here if the intensity of the light is more, that means number of incident photons are increases. Then automatically what will be happen? Then the flow of current is also, flow of electrons also increases. Flow of electrons also increases. So this is called as intensity dependence. Okay, that means if the intensity of the light is increases, intensity of incident light is increases, then flow of photoelectrons also increases. Flow of photoelectrons also increases. So that will be okay, intensity dependence. Look at this diagram. Look at this diagram. Here this is the, so if you take the graph, if you draw the graph, then intensity is taken an x-axis and photocurrent is taken as y-axis. Then here intensity is increases, then automatically photocurrent is increases. That means okay, proportionality. So it is intensity is directly proportional to photocurrent. Okay, so this is a second characteristic. First, second characteristic. Next, third characteristic. Third one is effect of potential on photoelectric effect. How the potential is depends on the photoelectric effect. How the potential is effect on the photoelectric effect. Now, so for this we have to go to this experiment. Okay, here how the third characteristics, what is the third characteristic? So how the potential is depends on photocurrent. Now, so this is a this is a potential. This is a potential. Here we are apply this positive potential. Why? Because here negative terminal is connected to negative terminal, positive terminal is connected to positive terminal. So that's why we are applying the positive potential. Positive potential. Now, so how? Okay, if positive potential is applied, if the positive potential is increases, then current is flow of electric current is also increases. Okay, flow of photoelectrons also increases. Why? Because here we are increasing this positive terminal potential, then we are increasing this potential. So then automatically here the electrons are reaches to the maximum electrons are reaches to anode. Maximum electrons are reaches to anode. Okay, so this is maximum electrons are reaches to anode, then the automatically photocurrent is also increases. Now, so we have one doubt. So if we are increasing the positive potential, then so we have one clarity, that is the electrons are maximum electrons are reaches to anode. So then the photocurrent is increases. Okay, how long? That means as long as the total electrons which is come outside from this metal plate. Okay, so that means when we are increasing the positive potential, then the flow of photocurrent is also increases, as long as the maximum currents, the maximum electrons are reaches to this anode. Then if the total electrons from this metal plate is emitted outside, then even though we are increasing this positive potential, there is no change, there is no increases further. Okay, so that current is called as saturation current. That current is called as saturation current. Okay, how? Third point is what is the third characteristic? So how the potential is depends on photoelectric effect. Means here we are increasing the positive potential, then photocurrent is also increases, as long as the maximum electrons are reaches to this anode. So that whenever all the electrons are present this cathode plate, so then emitted outside, all the electrons are emitted outside, then even though we are applying the positive potential also, there is no increase in the current, there is no increasing in the photocurrent. Okay, that potential is called as saturation. That current is called as saturated current. That means the maximum current is passes through this circuit. Okay, this is about how the potential is depends on this photoelectric effect. Okay, now if so this can be explained by using this graph. Okay, graph of potential versus electric current. Okay, we already discussed that. So if the voltage is positive potential is, this is the positive potential. If the positive potential is increases, then photocurrent is increases. Increases. Okay, as long as so it reaches the saturation current, at certain voltage, Okay, certain voltage, it becomes the saturated. It becomes the saturated. Means further we are increasing this. Further, if we are increasing this potential, if we are increasing this potential, there is no change. There is no change in electric current. Okay, up to here, it is increases. Okay, that means this current is called as saturated current. Saturated current means, so when we are increasing the voltage, okay, certain time only it is increases the certain time it is increases the photo current. Then it is all the maximum electrons are reaches to anode. Then it is becomes saturated. That current is called as saturated current. Okay, now next topic. This is about saturated current. Next, stopping potential. Next one is stopping potential. Stopping potential. So this will also explain by using this. Okay, this one. Stopping potential. Okay, in previous we discussed about the saturation current. Now, so we have discussed about stopping potential. So what is meant by stopping potential? Stopping potential means, suppose this is the, okay, stopping potential means if we are applying the negative potential, if we are applying the negative potential to this terminal, to this to this equipment, okay, then so it will be, if we are applying the negative potential, then so the flow of photoelectrons slowly decreases and becomes zero, that potential is called as a negative potential. That potential is called as a negative potential. So now, so what is mean by negative potential? Negative potential means, here positive potential means, what is positive potential? Positive potential means, here negative terminal is connected to negative terminal, positive terminal is connected to positive terminal, it is called as a positive potential. Negative potential means this cathode plate, this cathode plate is connected to, this cathode plate is connected to positive terminal. If it is positive, positive, and this positive is connected to negative, so then it will be act as, this potential is act as a negative potential. That potential is act as a negative potential. Why it becomes a negative? Because of here, this is the positive terminal. Okay, if it is a negative terminal, then it is attracted. Okay, this is attracted by this one. These electrons are oppositely attracted. Okay, oppositely attracted by this plate. So then, okay, then these electrons, the photoelectrons cannot be reach to this anode, cannot be reached to this anode. Then the flow of current is becomes zero. Okay, slowly decreases. Then if we are increasing this negative potential, then it is becomes a photocurrent is the photocurrent is slowly decreases and becomes zero, that potential is called as, where it is the total current is becomes zero, that potential is called as stopping potential. This stopping potential can be explained by using this graph. Here look at this graph. In this graph here, so this is stopping potential, this is the positive potential, this is a positive potential. If you are increasing here, if you are increasing this negative potential, then the flow of current is slowly decreases and becomes zero, At here it becomes zero. So that potential is called as stopping potential. That means which potential is becomes current is becomes zero, that potential is called as stopping potential. Okay, next one. Next, that is the third characteristic. Third characteristics depends on how the potential is depends on photoelectric effect. Next, fourth one is how the frequencies depends on photoelectric effect. Okay, first we discussed about how the intensities depends on the photoelectric effect. Second, we discussed about how the potential is depends on the photoelectric effect. Third one is how the frequency of incident light is depends on photoelectric effect. Okay, this will also explain by using this equipment. Okay, let us okay, so here this is a light, incident light. Here this light is in yellow color means, so different frequency light has different colors. That means red color has a different frequency, yellow color has different frequency, and white color has different frequency. That means, so when we are changing the frequency, of incident light, there is no change, there is no effect on photoelectric effect. That means there is no effect on photocurrent. That means here frequency means, what is frequency? Frequency means, frequency is, it is explained about according to Einstein equation. E is equal to h nu. That means here nu is a frequency, E is a energy. That means frequency changes. Okay, frequencies means that energy of the light. Frequency means energy of the light. Okay, so there is, okay, this frequency, if the frequency of the light is changes, okay, either if you are using the yellow color, blue color, red color, there is no change in photocurrent. So for all frequencies, okay, the photoelectric current cannot be changes. Okay, this is the dependence of frequency. But so this frequencies depends on kinetic energy of the photoelectron. Okay, that means if you are using the okay, high frequency of the light, if you are using the high frequency of light is incident on the metal, then so the electrons are ejected from this metal is, kinetic energy increases. Okay, that means here frequency of incident light is, okay, it is effect on only kinetic energy of the photoelectrons only, not photocurrent. Okay, the photocurrent neither increase neither decrease if you are changing the frequency of light. Okay, so this is about next frequency of light. Next characteristic. So here this is the graph between that frequency of the incident light is depends only, okay, so it is effect to only kinetic energy of the photoelectrons only. That means here frequency increases, this kinetic energy is increases. Okay, kinetic energy of the photoelectrons is increases. Okay, so this is the next one. Next, fourth characteristic. Okay, next one is effect of the frequency of incident light on stopping potential. Means we already discussed about stopping potential. So how the stopping potential is depends on the frequency. Okay, now here for different, okay, discuss about, okay, before that one we discuss about saturated current for, okay, different frequency of light is incident on the okay, different frequency of incident light. That means here, okay, this diagram, from this diagram, look at this graph, here this is a stopping potential 1. This is this is the frequency. Okay, one range of frequency, this is another range of frequency, for all frequencies the saturated current is same. That means, so if you are changing the frequency of the light, if there is, okay, if changing the frequency of the light, so the photocurrent is same for all. Okay, that means here, okay, if the frequency is changes, okay, if here frequency changes, then the current is becomes saturated. Okay, same for all. That means, so earlier we discussed that. So the frequency of incident light does not affect on photocurrent. Okay, so that's why for all, okay, different frequency of light has same saturated current. That means, okay, if there is change in the frequency of incident light, ante that means for yellow color, for red color, for blue color, any color of light is incident, so then the flow of current is same. That is a effect of the frequency. Okay, effect of the frequency of incident light. Okay, incident light. Okay, now effect of the frequency and stopping potential. Now we discuss about stopping potential. How the frequency of the light. Okay, we discussed that frequency of the light is only effect on kinetic energy of the photon only. Okay, otherwise for all frequencies the current, okay, the photo current is same. Okay, now, okay, how the stopping potential is depends on the frequency here. So from this graph here, so for different frequencies, okay, this is frequency 1. Okay, that means, okay, suppose this is the white color light, suppose this is the red color light. For different frequency of light has okay, different stopping potential. Look at this is the stopping potential 1, stopping potential 2. Okay, so that means for different frequency of the light there is change in the stopping potential. Means if we are changing the frequency of the light, it is effect on the stopping potential. Okay, so that means, okay, the stopping potential is different for different frequency of the light, but the saturated current is same for different frequency of the light. And also for different metal has different stopping potentials. Okay, so this is about stopping potential is how the frequencies depends on stopping potential. Now next one is threshold frequency. This is the new word. Okay, threshold frequency. Threshold frequency means, so earlier we discussed about, so the incident light, okay, the incident light has should be minimum frequency. Okay, if below the minimum frequency there is no possible to emit the electron from the metal. That means there is no possible for photoelectric effect. Means, okay, for different frequency of, okay, now threshold frequency means, okay, to emit the electron from this metal plate, it should be light has a minimum frequency. Okay, if it is, okay, below that minimum frequency there is no possible to emit the electron. Understood? So that frequency is called as threshold frequency. For example, if we have the extra energy, we can do the extra work. Okay, if we are less energy, we cannot do the extra work. Okay, similarly, so incident light, whatever the incident light should have minimum frequency. Okay, minimum or more than the minimum frequency. Okay, if it is below the frequency, it cannot be possible to emit the electrons. Okay, so that's why it is called as the minimum frequency required to emit the electron from a metal surface. That phenomenon is called as photoelectric. So that phenomenon is called as threshold frequency. Okay, next. Last topic. These are the Characteristics of the photoelectric effect. What are the characteristics of the photoelectric effect? First one is it is a instantaneous process, and the second one is okay, it has a, okay, how the intensities depends, how the intensities affect on photoelectric effect. And third one is how the potential is effect on the photoelectric effect. And fourth one is how the frequencies affect on photoelectric effect. And next one is how the stopping potential is depends on the frequency of incident light. Now, so okay, this is about the characteristics of photoelectric effect. Now, applications of photoelectric effect. Now, so where we are, okay, these photoelectric effect, so where we have to used, so that is in our daily life we are using the so many equipment like as automatic burglar alarm. Okay, for example, so observe this graph, observe this one, okay, observe this picture in this here. Automatic burglar alarm is when the thieves are enter into our home, so then the alarm is rings, okay, so that is called as burglar alarm is here. So this is a, okay, burglar alarm, automatic burglar alarm. Okay, when it is rings, that suppose here in this, okay, one person is entering into the home, so then the light is here, look at this diagram, light is incidents, okay, light is incident, okay, here where there is used the photocell, so by using this, okay, they are here using the photocell, so that photocell, when the light is incident, when the light is here, when a light is incident on this photocell, automatically it is then the current is flowing through this photocell, because of photocell is nothing but, so it is one of the application of photoelectric effect. Okay, that means, okay, when light is incident on this photocell, it contain the metal plate, so it is emits the electrons. So if you are connected, okay, this is, okay, if you are connected this photocell to this alarm, so then, so light is then if it is connected, then light is, if it is connected to this alarm, so then, okay, person is entering, then photocell is it is produces the electric current. When the electric current is produces, automatically this alarm is rings, then so we can identify, so thieves are enter our home. Okay, so this is one of the application. And the second one is similarly in supermarkets, so we are using the, here also there is used the burglar alarm. So when the thieves are enter into this supermarket, they can identify, so by using this photoelectric effect. And next one is okay, scanners in the television transmission. Okay, so in the television transmitter, television transmitters, so we are using this photoelectric effect. And also, so it can be sound recording systems. Okay, there is also we are using this photoelectric effect. And so it can be used to, okay, scintillation counters means, okay, it is so it can is used in a photoelectric effect. Okay, it is works under the principle of photoelectric effect. Now, and so look at this diagram. In this diagram also, these are the applications of photoelectric effect. So these are the applications of photoelectric effect. Here automatic street light, okay, 1 minute, okay, it is automatic doors, okay, we have to use the photoelectric effect because of automatic doors means, so here also when, okay, light is incident on the door, then automatically it is connected to open. If light is not incident, then it is closed. So it is automatic process. So in the automatic counting machines, there we are using the money. Okay, in the banks they are using the automatic counting systems. In that counting systems also we are using this photoelectric effect. And also, okay, so for photo sensors, okay, we have to use this photoelectric effect. So this is about photoelectric effect. This is about photoelectric effect. Thank you very much.